Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is Fearsome the Gnome, and we are playing Lord of the Rings online. In this particular video, we're going to be playing on my level 95, 96, 95, 96. I'm going to say 96 because I don't have the UI turned on right now. 96 human lore master. He is yellow spec. I'm trying to learn the crowd control spec, the support role on the lore master, so I have switched him completely to yellow spec, and we're going to be playing him for a little while. So sit back, hit the subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, tell all your friends and family. Let's get into this. This is Lord of the Rings Online, and if you aren't aware, Lord of the Rings Online, I'll learn how to speak eventually. Lord of the Rings Online, LOTRO, is an MMORPG. It's been around for 18 years, made by Standing Stone Games. You can go to lotro.com, LOTRO.com, create an account, download the game, play for free up to level 95. The game currently has a max level of 150, and there's expansions coming out every year. It is a very active game. They just got through getting their 64-bit servers, so everybody's moving off of the 32-bit servers onto the 64-bit servers, and everything's running extremely nicely. Go ahead and use some of our food and drink. We'll have to wait on that because we got to wait for the recast time. And we need to grab our bags out of the shared storage. Let's see. Do 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 do. Come on, hurry up. It's a little bit slow on that stuff. Alright, and we'll get our daily Hobbit gift. We got some a virtue experience, a whole whopping 50. That's like nothing. But we got it. And we got some money we can sell. It'll be worth 2 gold. Alright. So we need to head back out over here. We are in what's referred to as West Gondor, I believe. So as I was saying, he is yellow spec'd. The Ancient Master is the tree that he is spec'd on. Basically, this is for support, crowd control, CC, that stuff. I've got points over here in the other trees. These are your sub trees when you choose your main tree. For Keeper of Animals, for my pet, and just a tad bit, only 1 so far in Master of Nature's Fury. That's for damage, more of a DPS spec. Fully done with all of his racial traits. And currently we are working on his virtues. Are way behind. We're working on Valor right now. It's at rank 18 of 47 he can possibly have at this level. Let's see. I don't think I can click on these things. Nope. Let's check our map. We got a couple of things over here to do, something over here and over here. So we're going to head to these spots real quick. Let's pull out our pet. We're going to go with our bear. The yellow spec, I should say the lore master, they changed up a lot. Actually, something I want to do real quick. I apologize, but let me do this. Quick slots. Number 4, I don't want to dock that, and I don't want it horizontal. Click accept. Control / puts it into UI editing mode. So you can grab it at the top there and move it around. I want it right over here. Control / and now it's set. I don't use these abilities a lot. These are my pet related, and these are transferring power to another member of the party, which I don't need that right now. So I wanted to move that off so we got a little bit more real estate up here basically. Oh, but I was going to say, the Lore Master was heavily redesigned about a year or so ago. And one of the things they did was the red spec, the DPS spec, was changed in a way to where that you don't have a permanent pet really anymore. When you use your pet, which has a long cooldown, before you use it. It comes out and does something specific, and then after a short while it disappears. So I've been looking, and I'd read a lot of stuff on the forum, and people were saying that the yellow speck is more or less what the old lore master was. So that's what I'm trying out, is the yellow speck. I'm not going to do a lot of the reading of the context on this particular stream. I do that on my champion, the level 150 champion. On this one, I'm mainly just leveling and playing through the content, so I'm not going to have a whole lot of story time on this one. Let me know if that is something that you that bothers you, and I'll take that into account and decide next time. Okay, it looks like we have a remote quest over here. Oh, nope, this is actually not a remote quest. This is for the quest I'm actually doing. We found his dog. Before you can even begin to discover what has disturbed him, the dead rush forth. Okay, so where's the dead at? Where are they at? Are they here somewhere? There they are. The dead rushed forward really fast, as in not. So as you can see, I don't do a tremendous amount of DPS on this yellow speck. Now part of that might be that I don't know how to set it up properly. So I willingly admit that, but I've done this so that I can learn it. Put a couple of these to sleep. Oops. Well, Elvis has entered the building. My cat has decided that there's something exciting going on, so he must come and investigate. He'll be joining us on the desk here any moment, I'm sure. So yeah, that's the reason I went full yellow, because I need to learn how to use it for when I get to max level. And so for that purpose, I'm playing through it rather than just doing things to give me maximum experience, you know, immediately. So it's very possible that I'm doing it wrong, is what I'm trying to say. In a long roundabout way. You defended the dog who seems anxious to return home. Okay, so we finished that little quest there. There's something over here we're supposed to do. Oh, I just want to wish you a happy gaming session. I appreciate that, Lito. Really do appreciate that. Really need to find a way to improve his DPS. And one of the problems is this set of legendary items that he's using isn't as up to date as my DPS spec set. So I know there's some things that I need to, some traceries I need to get or upgrade, and definitely the tracery slots need to be upgraded greatly. So I know he's suffering from that. Pet does very good with damage, though, I'll tell you that much. Slain creature discovers something, another. What did I discover? I don't know. But there's something over here now that I need to go to. Boy, what's the deal? Huh? What's the deal? Are you just really wanting to say hi to everybody? Oh, that's my baby. Come here, you big, beautiful cat. God, you're huge. Say hello to everybody. Say, hello, my name is Elvis, and I am a beautiful Maine Coon cat. And I'm super heavy. It's very much taxing for my owner to pick me up. but I need him to hold me and love me every so often. I think I'm a little kitty, even though I'm a massive Maine Coon cat. I love you. I love you. Oh, he's like, no, let me out of here. Let me out. I love you, baby boy. He'll be back in like less than a minute. That's his MO. Even though I've given him food, he's got his wet food today, his dry food, he's got his treats. He's got everything you would want if you were a cat. Why is that not? Oh, hitting the wrong button. Had my pet go ahead and pull aggro with my major pet ability. That was one of the changes they made to the lore master, is they added these two abilities you use to make your pet do certain things. They have a minor pet command and a major pet command. And like the minor pet command has a 20-second cooldown. I think the major is the same, but I'm not sure. No, actually it's got to be more because that cooldown's still got like 33 seconds and it's been counting for a while. So that's how you make them do their major and minor. And then when I look over here, which y'all can't see because this stuff on the screen is blocking it, but he has two abilities over here. This is the minor, Shatter Arms. Basically it does a little bit of damage, but it lowers the damage that the mob is doing against anybody else for a short while. So it's a debuff. And Forced Attack is the major. It basically makes him take aggro. Alright, so we got that done. Looks like all of that's good. Let's go back over to the town. We're just going to use our recall to get there faster. Oh man, I didn't think I was going to have time to stream today because it was a very busy day. Planned out to be a very busy day, but I woke up this morning. My brother was he's very ill. He's having issues with his foot.
What is the meaning of this?
I believe it's called plantar fasciitis or something like that. He can barely get around. We almost went to the emergency room, but he's holding off until tomorrow to decide if he wants to do that. So I needed to be around
How may
here
I help you, friend?
just in case he needed help. So because of that, we get to stream. So horrible situation, but a fun outcome.
These are
at
troublesome
least, I
times
guess you could
indeed.
say.
Gondor needs your aid.
Does he have one over there as well, or is that just that one? Okay. And these things stay sparkling no matter what, so every so often I go back to see if I can click on them, but I can't. Okay, where do we need to go now? Down here to this spot. We're going to go ahead and jump on our war steed for that so we can get there faster. Oh, and I was right. Oh, I was wrong. He's 95. I thought he was 96. We'll be 96 here in a heartbeat. I'm just about to hit 96. If we have any lore master, yellow spec lore master experts watching out there, feel free to let me know what I'm doing wrong to get more DPS out of him. Now, one thing I know I can do is I can switch over to the Lynx pet, and he'll do more damage. But other than that, I really don't know if I'm doing the right lineup of abilities. Probably not, but I'm hoping to learn by doing it and experimenting over time. The main thing that got me deciding that I wanted to play this character up to 150 is I did a delving group with 2 other people the other day, or I should say we tried. Granted, it was a 6-man. We tried to do it as a 3-man, but we didn't even make it through the first encounter. It was very bad. And I realized just how important crowd control role is in this game at higher levels. So I was like, you know what? I've got the lore master. I've always wanted to play him as a crowd control, so I'm going to take this opportunity to level him up and learn it as I go so that I'll be able to do that when I get him to 150. So go ahead and set his milestone, and let's talk to the people around here.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Ask us to sequester ourselves and cease our hunts. I fear it shall not be difficult to abide his rule, for you see, the majority of our hunters have gone missing. The past few days I have heard nothing of the dead traveler, and I hope it stays that way. We have enough problems in Sardol as it stands. And that opens up a cool little quest hub here.
Gondor needs your aid.
We're in a bind. The last of our hunters to go missing left last night, and he has not returned. He spoke of venturing into the hills to the east where the spiders dwell, but they have grown strangely aggressive as of late. Most of our remaining hunters are now too fearful to journey out of Sardal, and those that would are bound by Malthalim's edict. Since you can move freely through the Vale, I would ask that you search for him in the hills to the east. Be wary of the spiders lurking there. Oh, he's got more than one quest.
Gondor needs your aid.
Before you go, I have something else to ask you. Spiders have long lived under Tarlang's peaks, but we have never seen them in such force until very recently. I am hesitant to suggest this, but if the dead have returned to the Vale, I cannot help but think they may be involved somehow. You are the mightiest among us, and I would ask that you search Lingroth for anything that could be agitating these spiders. Please, I wish to be wrong, but I cannot quiet these thoughts until I know the truth. Oh, I just thought of something. We got an item and I didn't put it on. That is because I'm using these bonus ones I got from expansions that I bought. So they grow with your level, and I don't want to take them off, so we're not going to put that item on. Were there any more? Yep, there's a quest over here now.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
Mm-hmm. Lorander, do you have a moment? I know Amathon has told you of the spiders lurking nearby, but they do not simply lurk as of late. In the nights, they skitter about the town. Despite slaying many of their numbers the past few days, they have escaped with some of our people. I would ask that you search their cave and try to bring our people back. It is a sorry way to die. I agree, that is a sorry way to die. Let's pull up our map, see where we're at. Basically, it's all right over here. If we look, it's in that direction. Question is, how do you get up there? I'm thinking we get up over this way. We're going to go ahead and use our ordinary mount rather than our war steed, because it's a little easier to maneuver, even though it's a little slower. I'm not sure if this is the right way to get there or not, but we're going to find out. And I know I was reading the quest dialogue back there. I said I wasn't going to do it on this session, but, you know, I'll do it a little bit here and there. I'm just saying that I'm not going to read it like a story like I do when I play my champion. I try to do voices and such, and, you know, it's a little more special. But on occasion, I don't mind reading it to find out. Oh, man, it's a treasure cache, and I'm not level 100. I don't think I can pick this up. Ooh, it must be 90 or 95. Alright, well, we've got the first of one of the treasure chest deeds. Those are such a pain. There it is, Gondorian treasure. I've got one of 18. If I pull up my, what is that, more maps? Or not more maps, what is this called? I can't remember. It is more maps, I believe. And I look on here, this is not where I'm at all. Let me see where I am. I'm in Blackroot Vale. So if we go back to it and hit the drop down, there it is, Blackroot Vale. Click on that. The map will switch to it, and you'll see that we are standing right here. We just got this treasure chest. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on here that I can see, and I would be willing to bet if we go back to our deeds, there's 18. It says Gondorian treasure cache. Gondorian. So if we look on here, I'd be willing to bet the rest of them are going to be across Gondor. Yeah. So we can get a number of them in this area. The important thing is that when you look on here, we have to go back to Blackroot Vale, is that as you're going around doing the quest, if you know you can get the treasure chest deeds, it's good to look at your more maps and see if you're going near it, so you don't have to go back to them later on to pick them up. So I'm going up here. I got this one, and it just happened to see it. But when we go do some questing over here, we'll want to pick those up as well. And there's one right back here by town that I didn't even see that was back here. Anyway, so that's the thing. How do I get up there? I need to get further up the mountain. And it doesn't look like I'm getting further up the mountain in this direction. I'm going to go back the other way. I didn't realize I was high enough level to start doing those treasure caches. too steep. Alright, it's taking a while, so let's get on our war steed so we can go fast. Or I should say faster. Maybe a flat area here. Yep. That'll get us further up the mountainside. Yeah, that's where we needed to be. Perfect. Go ahead and tell my bear to take aggro by using the major ability. Now let's catch him on fire. Boom, he's gone. Let's take a look here. This is a remote quest. Who scares fires, blah, 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 blah. Defeat them and defeat Garnothron, which I believe is going to be their matron or whatever you want to call it. Here we are. Let's see if we can... Nah, we won't be able to pull him because I just told my pet to go there. But if I do enough damage, I'll be able to pull him over here. There we are. I want him to walk in this stuff. These go down fast. Oh, one right there. I like that ability. One of the things I do miss from the red spec is the lightning abilities. Those are freaking amazing, like Lightning Storm. But, you know, I really want to learn this this yellow spec, so... is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and go in here. There'll be more spiders in here. And we have a quest in here. I am a scholar, so I can pick those up. Oh, that's what... No, I did get it. At first I was thinking, oh, we forgot to get our bags, but we got them. The reason I said is because last night when I was playing, I did forget to get the bags out. It's not too bad, honestly. If I don't waste time doing my debuffs and stuff like that, they go down fairly quick. But the thing is, you have to understand why I think it's slow is if you've ever played the new red spec, they go down fast. Because the red spec is like Pew Pew Monster. It's amazingly fast damage. They've got a whole redesign coming for the Hunter class right now, and right on its heels should be the Burglar class getting a redesign. Big stuff coming in that, so go over to their forums, LOTRO.com, and check all that out. Ding, folks, we dinged. Let me go ahead and chat that up, put it up here. We dinged level 96. Ding! Alright, let's go ahead and open these cocoons up. I think we're trying to find people that have been taken away. Yeah, like right there. And rescue them. And I will say this does remind me of when the old Lore Master, because I leveled this up as a blue back in the day. And it does remind me of that style. If I can hit the right buttons, that'd be great. Very much so. It gives me nostalgia of playing the old Lore Master. So I'm glad that somebody had mentioned that on the forums. Because even though I love the red Lore Master now, I was missing the old style. I really was. Go ahead and let the pet go play with that while I open this cocoon. check that ability. Does that do... Does this set it up for anything skill? Large bonus to critical chance of magnitude. So... It's a large bonus. Okay, so it's not setting me up a buff. I was just seeing if that was setting up like a combo, but it doesn't. Oh, there's the one we're looking for. Okay, she's got friends. Let me see here. This one is Daisy's enemy. That's a single target. This one is a radius, 15 second. That's the one we want. So we're going to send him in, and we get close enough up here. We're going to do this one. Whoops! Oh, why is it? There it goes. It was a little lagged. Then I'm going to send him in again on it. That should keep them entertained for a little while I beat on this main one. Now back out and we'll put him back to sleep. Alright, we got that one taken care of. Alright, let's take a look at this. I believe we just finished a remote quest. We did. Our war speed just leveled up. I need to spend those points eventually. I haven't been doing that. Get some more of these people out of the cocoons and try to get out of here before she respawns. Because even though that's not a thing in the real world, it's a thing in an MMO. Alright, so was there anything left here? We need one more cocoon, basically. Here we are. I really love being able to send my pet to deal with stuff while I do something else. What's going on here? I just accidentally put him on the wrong guy. Alright, let's see. I hit a 7 on this one, 8 on that one, back to that one over there. That's what I'm talking about crowd control. We'll put this one to sleep for a while. Incredibly fun class as yellow. Incredibly fun. Yeah, yellow is where it's at. If you want to have total control over your character, I mean, on the mob. God, that's cool. That is freaking awesome. Alright, let's see here. Reputation change, deed bestowed. Friend to Dal Amroth. Deed completed, known to Dal Amroth. Title awarded, known to Dal Amroth. And we got 5 free LOTRO points by simply playing the game. That is the in-game real money currency, so to speak. You know, like can you buy points or whatever in any game, and you can use that in-game to unlock stuff and so forth. That's what LOTRO points are. And this game is kind of unique because you can play the game, complete some deeds, not all, but some deeds, and they reward you with LOTRO points. And you can use those LOTRO points to unlock expansions, features, and all kinds of stuff in the game. So you can actually play for free. I'm not saying it'll be fast, but you can play for free and earn LOTRO points while playing free to open expansions and features in the game. That's pretty awesome if you ask me. Alright, so we got that quest done. Yep. It's acting like we still have something to do here. So it's these two, right? Yeah. Skittering and Madness. Skittering. Search for the missing hunter near the entrance, and Madness. Search for the source of the spider's madness. Oh. Huh. I guess we gotta go back in there. There was another path that I didn't fully go down, so maybe that's what it was. There should be a person. There it is, the slain hunter over there. You cannot summon... Oh, I'm not trying to. I just have my mouse over it. Alright, cool. There he is. You found a slain man outside the spider cave. Alright, the hunter's flesh is marked with numerous raised bites, and it appears he tried to flee before succumbing to the spider's poisons. As you examine the slain man's body, you hear skittering in the brush. So we're about to get attacked, basically. Okay, so now we need to search for the source. That's going to be inside there. And like I said, it's going to be that path that we didn't bother going down. Oopsie. Oh, man. If you're watching this for the first time over on YouTube, please hit the subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it. And leave a like and a comment. It helps people to find me. Then head over to fearsome.com and check out all of my channels. They're all linked on there. I do Fearsome Plays console games as well as Fearsome Plays slots. I will be adding more channels as we go. Fearsome 1 is my main channel that I've had for a decade and a half or more. So please go subscribe to all of them and help them grow. I love that ability. Thunderclap is so cool. Alright, so where we didn't go is over here. I do want to pick these up as we go, though. That's for my scholar crafting. I am a... go ahead and pull this up. It takes a moment the first time you open up the crafting window. I am a scholar, forester, tailor. Yeah, once you figure out the abilities, you get used to it pretty quickly on the yellow spec. It's not bad at all. I'm looking forward to getting more points from leveling so I can put more into the blue line to strengthen my pet. Chill seems to be emanating from the path. Okay. Which is going to be the undead. A grim altar reminiscent of the paths of the dead stands before you. And there's the preserved bones over here. This is pretty wild looking. Hello, Oathbreaker. Who dares to stop the dead? That's me. Flee while you can, for a powerful new ally has rallied to our side, man, and when the darkness consumes all, we shall be free from this curse at last. Well, we will see about that. Hold my L. Alright, debuff the living crap out of him. Look at his damage go down now that I started attacking. I used every debuff I had on him. Then when I did my first attack, his health goes whoosh. Okay, so we got everything there. I believe we can go back to town. We can. So let's just do a fast return. I spent the money, by the way, on this character. It's a per character thing to get his return skills down to 5-minute reuse. That is awesome if you can afford that. It takes like 2 or 3 purchases you have to do. They all add together, taking so many seconds off, and eventually you're left with just a 5-second return or recall, whatever you want to call it. That
These are troublesome times indeed.
The dead have never left the hill before. This does not bode well for the Vale, nor does it bode well for Gondor. If The dead have somehow managed to pledge themselves to this powerful ally. Their aggression is likely being guided. They must know that such an agreement is folly, though. The curse can only be broken by one. We must think on what is to be done, but Malthelum must be told of this, and soon. So we got some pants here. They are an upgrade. We will take those and put them on. My drink is almost gone. Sad times. What else do we got? We have any quests that popped up? Yes. Oh, this is, well, maybe. Yes,
the
there's a
soldiers
new
of
one.
Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
The Rundra, is it not? I know you have been told of our missing hunters, but have you heard of what plagues the Blackroot? I believe it to be related to what you spoke of in Algrant, but I cannot be sure. You see, goats and deer have been washing up in the river, and I fear that soon they will pollute the water for those of us that live downriver. I beg of you, please clear their remains from the river so that our water may remain safe to drink. Okay, so we got one quest there. We've got something over here. I believe this one is a quest we're turning in.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
Yes, I saw them all return to the village surrender. They are shaken, but in time they shall recover. I am just thankful you were able to free them before the spiders could harm them any further. Alright, no follow-up, so that's fantastic. Let's check our map. We gotta go down here to the river, and when we do that, remember I said there's a treasure down there to pick up. Ah, it's not the treasure I was thinking of, because we're here. It's over there. Alright, so, no. We just need to go down to the river here. Squirrel! And there's another quest here waiting for us. I never would have suspected.
How may I help you, friend?
I know you are duly familiar with the strange goings-on in the Vale Larender. However, something troubling has been happening around Sardol. I do not know if the others have noticed as I have, but some of our goods have disappeared. Perhaps they missed it in the wake of our troubles with the spiders, but these were taken, not destroyed. You see, I found one of our barrels washed up on the shore of the Blackroot this morning. I believe someone seeks to send them south into Tarlang's crown, but I do not know why. Would you aid me in recovering them? I will. Oh, you got another quest.
Gondor needs your aid.
If someone has been stealing away our goods, they must have come from the south. I've heard news of corsairs landing near Dol Amroth, but none of us have seen any in the Vale. If they have truly come this far north, we shall have more to worry about than orcs and the dead. They must have traveled the river's edge to send the barrels downstream, so if you find any sign of their passing, it may aid us in rooting them out. And that's it for him. We got the slain goat, and we've got fishing nets over here for some reason. I don't remember having a quest for that, but I may. I can interact with them, so yes. Ah, it's a remote quest. Okay. Well, any of the people of Sardol, you have come across fishing nets in the river Blackroot. Because Malthelum has urged the people to remain in their villages, and their hunters have largely gone missing, it is likely that their food supply will begin to dwindle the longer the conflict continues, and Gondor should gather fish to add to their supply in Sardol. I will certainly do that. The water is beautiful in this game. A lot of things are beautiful in this game. I don't understand why people think that a game, just because it's old, is ugly. It's not. This game is actually very beautiful for it to be 18 years old. I mean, I play a 26-year-old game, EverQuest, and while I truly enjoy that game, which y'all might get to see that here, they're watching the live stream later on, while I truly enjoy that game a lot, because I've been playing it for over 2 decades, when I play it and then I play Lord of the Rings Online, I'm like, oh my god, Lord of the Rings Online is actually extremely beautiful in comparison. This one's taking a lot of damage. Probably should have threw some debuffs on him. He was rough. He was a tough one, he was. By the way, I know that I'm not going to get to go to the graduation night to see my friend graduate from high school, and I'm sorry about that. But I will say that I'm dedicating this stream to you, buddy. This is for you, Max. Congratulations on making it through high school and starting the rest of your life, starting the next chapter. I know you got a scholarship, full scholarship to a college, and I am very proud of you. I think you're going to do great in life. So this goes out to you, Max. Congratulations. Yep, there we are. We got that remote quest done. And finish. Okay. We still got is that? Yeah, that's one of the animals I think I gotta pick up. Oh no, it's a barrel. Remember he was saying I needed to find the barrels along the way. I almost forgot about that. Alright, let's send our pet over there. We're going to actually do some debuffs on this one instead of what we did on the last one. Now let's start damaging him. Yeah, see that damage difference? Woo, buddy! That was nice right there. Boot print, okay. Find a single boot print leading across the river to where maddened bears now dwell. I'll learn how to speak eventually. Go ahead and harvest this walnut branch. It's part of my forestry. So is there a spot I'm headed over here? Not really. It looks like I should be going down this way, honestly. Is this a waterfall? It is. We can live through it. Hang on to your butt. Four of 6. This will be 5 of 6. We need one more barrel. There we are. I miss not having the sprint ability that I have on my champion. But I do have some. I almost forgot about this. I got some coffee over here I can use. That'll give me 5% out of combat run speed. It's a little more. It's not a lot, but you know, it's something. There's nothing left over here. Okay. So we need to go back. I wonder if I can go up this hill. It looks, that's a little steep. I don't think it's going to let me. We'll go ahead and mount up and we'll go back. See who's online in the kinship. Quite a few people this morning or this afternoon. And let's go across over here. Boot print, there we are. You seem to have lost the trail, but whoops, wrong thing. I'll figure it out eventually. Let's go ahead and get my pet on him. Debuffing just a little bit. Oh, he's gone underground. I dislike that. It takes quite a bit of damage. Holy moly. There we are. Alright, that's everything there. I think we go back. We're still requiring something. I think it's the animals.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Glad you're able to recover what you did, but I am not satisfied leaving this alone. To what end were the goods taken and sent down the Blackroot? The waters of the Blackroot itself rose against you? That is not the work of any corsair I've ever heard of, Lorender. You mentioned that the tracks continued on into the Vale, so perhaps the invader still lurks our lands. Only hope this corruption he has surrounded himself with spares the rest of the Vale. Many foul things are at work, Lorender, and I fear too many remain beyond our control. Alright, we gotta follow up.
These are troublesome times
Where
indeed.
could a wielder of such fell power come from, and what vile plans does he have for the Vale? As you know, Lorender, Sardol's hunters have gone missing, but I think you and I both know that spiders alone could not have been cause for so many losses. 2 of our hunters went south to Belfalis through Tarling's Crown, and we have not seen them in days. If this invader has come from Tarling's Crown, I fear for what may have befallen them. Search for them, Lorender. We could do with some good news for once. So that's going to be further down this way. We still got the little thing up here, so we're going to go do that. Let's go ahead and mount up for that. It doesn't say in this game how long you've been playing in that session. Four of 8. There should be some more around here. We'll go down this way, then work my way up the river. I do want to try something. Let's dismiss the pet and get out the lynx. Now his minor is razor claws. Your command cuts through their target's defenses with claws like razors. That does a significant amount of damage, and it increases melee and tactical damage on it, so it debuffs the mob. And Feral Strike is the major. That is a large damage. Apply to target on critical and devastating critical. 229 something damage every 2 seconds. So he puts a dot on it as well. It says your companion lashes out with an extremely damaging strike, cleaving multiple enemies with its claws. Oh, so it does an AoE with that one. I want to try this with him. I want to see. Go ahead and use both of our companion abilities, the minor and the major. That ripped through that mob pretty fast compared to with the bear. That's kind of impressive. I'm going to do it without doing any debuffs this time. Yeah, he's doing some impressive damage. That's pretty cool. We may run with the lynx when I'm not in like a dungeon area where I need that tank person. Should be more here. What, slain deer? There it is, further up the river. One more, right over here. Alright, that's that. We'll go ahead and mount up, go back and turn this in to make sure there's not a follow-up in the same area that the other guy's sending me on the follow-up. It's usually a tactic of those wily quest designers. They love to screw you around if you don't think ahead like that. I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're going to go take a look.
Our lands were once peaceful, but it is now dangerous to travel far from home.
The poor beasts must have wandered to the river's edge with their dying breaths, or were caught unaware while drinking. I can think of nothing else but those vicious bears you spoke of that could have brought them to this tragic end, but I am thankful that our river is once again clear of their remains. Okay, one thing I was going to do, remember my mount was leveling up and I was earning points, so I've got 3 points available. I want to go ahead and use those. So, is there anything that gives him more speed? Steed rides towards your enemies like a force of nature, blah 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 blah. Okay. What is this one? Well versed in the disciplines of mounted combat, you're able to derive greater benefit when riding, regardless of the situation. Increases outgoing and incoming healing by an additional 5%. Okay, I mean, you know, why wouldn't we do that? What was this? Is 2 or 3. Learn to trust your instincts whilst mounted and have become skilled in your ability to parry and block incoming attacks. I do like that. You and your steed, that's a resistance rating, that's pretty nice. Power regen, power regen, power regen, power regen. Nah. This one here. Understand something other than you're able to conserve your energy performing physical actions. That's not a bad one either. Another day. Discipline, there is a chance that the following skills will apply. Damage preventing bubble. We've got all of the red. Nope, we don't have this one. Physical mastery, and we do not need that. Okay, we're going to go with the yellow stuff, I believe. Don't know about that thunder duration. What is this? Blast miss, chance, radiant burst miss. Do I even see that down there? Is that this? I have no idea. I don't know anything about this. I'm sorry. I just don't. Skill healing. Yeah. Let's do this one. What the heck? And apply. Of course, when you do that, you get off of your mount and you have to get back on it. That was not what I wanted to do. I am such an idiot. Oh my god. Let's see. It's right here, brain. Right here. I called out my my scout guy, whatever the hell this thing is called. Soldier. It was an S word, okay? I got it partly right because I got the first S for scout, right? So I get credit for that, don't I? The other thing I was going to look at is appearance. I haven't messed with his mount appearance in a while. I do like that one, though. But there's a lot of options, honestly. I like that one that I currently have there. What I'm not into is this, the flag thing I got going on right now. Kind of want to change it. I like that one a lot. That one. That's what we're going to go with. What is that? Oh, forgot about that. No, I really like what it had on. Where was that at? I'll find it eventually. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Alright, we're going to save that. Apply. Yes. We're good. Alright. Enough messing around. Let's get going. Wrong thing. Alright. Discovered a hunter of Sardolf. Failed as he tried to flee. We need to go further down this way. Hold on. I got them here, I might as well use them. Right? That's my theory. Go. Too late to save this hunter who bears grievous bite wounds. I think we know why he had grievous bite wounds. We just killed the thing that did that. Those look like some high-level corsairs. You see tents of strange make and numerous men in the distance. They're saying I should head back, and I think that I agree.
Gondor needs your aid.
Both dead. I suppose there is no good news left to find, Lorunder. What you speak of in Tarling's crown goes beyond my worst fears. It is not simply one man, but instead an army that forms along the Amphilis. The time has come to tell Malthalum of these threats. I only hope something can still be done. We're going to get a chess piece, and it is worse than what we have on, so we're not going to be putting it on. Of course, he turns as soon as I do that.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Lorunder, I have seldom felt as frightened as I am now. You have seen what vile things rise against us, but I fear that there are few options left for us. I beg you, please travel back to Morlad and tell Malthalum of what you have seen. Only hope it is not too late. It's over here. Oh, Morlad, okay. Now, if you remember correctly, there is a treasure cache I said was down here, I think at the waterfall, before you get to the town. That's my guess is where it's at. So we're going to take a look, see if we can find it. Yep, treasure cache right below me. Alright, perfect. We won't have to come back and find this one later when we're trying to complete the deed. This is not the right spot. My bad.
Gondor needs your aid.
It heartens me to know that so much is being done on our behalf, Lorander. Yet I can see that something has troubled you. Come, let us talk of what concerns you. Come, let us speak inside.
Disheartened by news of the Oathbreaker's influence on the Vale and the growing threat in Tarlang's crown, Malthalam has called you and Lady Rosfine to council.
Gondor needs your aid.
Malthalam told me that you have much to tell us of happenings around Algarant and Sardal. I hope what you have seen can offer us some hope, but your face seems to say otherwise. Let us hear what you have to say, then. Malthalam, Lorander and I are waiting for you. Very well, let us speak.
How may I help you, friend?
Sorry, cat got on the tail. I'm sorry to have kept you and Lady Rosfin waiting, Lorander. I was trying to find some sort of explanation as to why the dead have returned to the hill in such force. I shall soon ask you more of your travels in the south, but first let me tell you more of the Vale's history. Excuse me. Long ago, trees spread to all corners of the Vale, save for the top of the great hill where the stone of Utterk rests. Isildur himself brought it to the Vale, and there it remains. It stood as a reminder of his heritage and of lands to which he could never return. But now it is thought of only as a symbol of oaths broken. The men he cursed betrayed not only Gondor but the whole of the last alliance, and so they paid dearly. Their cowardice led their people to ruin and eternal unrest. The hill has since been a place of unease to our people, but in times of great distress the dead themselves return and haunt the stone. As our forest receded to the edges of the Vale, our troubles grew, and the dead could no longer be ignored. This war has again drawn them forth, but to what end I cannot be certain. You spoke of worrisome things, Lorander. I think it is time you share them with us. Oh, okay. I gotta do / recount. Or maybe I just clicked the button. The dead wander beyond the stone and fill beasts with madness. And as a man swears to free them from their curse. Preposterous. You cannot be Isildur's heir, so the dead would never obey him. Then perhaps he seeks to deceive them. In their cowardice, they betrayed the Dark Lord as well. You are supposing too much, Rosfin. We know little of this man, his army, and Tarlang's crown, and even less of the power he wields. All we can be certain of is that he wants to gather the dead and use them against Gondor. He will travel eastward toward the stone then, and so Lorander should follow his path. Do not forget, there remains the matter of the orcs in Tingobel as well, Malthalam. To fight a war on two fronts shall only bring us to ruin. You speak true. It is decided then, if we are to survive, we must secure Lencrath and Tinglebell. Endeavor to learn more of this man while you are there. For I fear he shall not tarry in the Vale should he succeed in rallying the dead.
Gondor needs your aid.
We have spoken enough on these matters, Lorunder. The danger to the east has grown, and it must be dealt with soon, lest it spread south into Lemeden. Let us be done with these talks. I have heard enough, Lorunder. If we do not act now, we may as well surrender our lives and lands. However, I do not plan on giving up so easily. All right, we get to choose a necklace. And the necklace is... it's better. It's questionable, but I think it's better.
Gondor needs your aid.
We have waited long enough, Lorunder. If the dead seek to overrun the Vale, we cannot abide another orc. We must crush their forces at Tinglebell and ready ourselves for war. Far to the southeast, you will find Lencrath nestled in the hills. There seek a man named Osmond. He is a wise hunter, and though he is no longer fit for battle, he can aid you in directing the attack on Tinglebell. Go with haste, Lorunder. Every minute we delay allows the orcs to creep further south towards Lemeden. Okay, no other follow-up quest in the area. It doesn't look that way. We're going to go ahead and set our milestone again. Always keep the top one as the current quest hub that I'm at, so to speak. We need to head over here and technically here. So we'll go here first. Is that the spot? I think it may be. Nope, it's not. This is where we're headed. Is there a stable master here? I don't see one.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Hell, traveler, you must be a friend of Lady Rosfin, for none have been so bold or foolish enough to journey here as of late. The orcs have starved us for resources by sacking Tinglebell and its mine. It is unlikely that we can hold out much longer. I must admit, I know less than I would like to be about what occurred to the north, but the people who escaped know it well. If you would aid us, I ask that you speak to them, for they might be able to aid you in planning an attack. Alright, so we have opened up this quest hub now by talking to him.
How may I help you?
Have you been to Tinglebell, traveler? The orcs did not burn our town. They merely took it for their own. The weapons and armor our miners and smiths worked so hard to create were mostly left behind, and I shall not have them used by the enemies of Gondor. Perhaps the time will come when the orcs venture forth further south to Lencrath, but if you aid us in recovering our weapons and armor, we shall be prepared.
Our lands were once peaceful, but it is now dangerous to travel far from home.
Do you have a moment, traveler? I am Borodin, a skilled blacksmith of Tinglebell, though currently I am without much work. If you are heading north, I ask that you steal the orcs' weapons. The weapons are likely of poor make, but I can reshape them into many things that could serve our people better than the needless bloodshed of the orcs. I am certain the orcs are well armed, and nothing would bring me more joy than to see their numbers dwindle along with their tools.
The soldiers of Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
I was working in the mine when I heard the screams, Lorander. They had a strange echo to them at first, but once I was outside, there was no mistaking what was happening to us. When I found my family amidst the chaos, we fled at once. The last thing I saw before leaving Tinglebell was an armored orc of enormous size entering the mine. After picking through ore we recently mined. I do not care what interest he had in ore or gemstones. I just want him dead for what he did to our village and families. Anybody else down here? Doesn't appear that way. Looking for any other quest to pick up. Ah, out here.
How may I help you,
Well,
friend?
traveler, I am Gurion, at your service. I heard much of the aid you gave my people to the west, and I thank you for it. This business with Tinglebell occupies much of my time as of late, and the tales I hear of the day the orcs attacked have only grown stranger. Some people speak as if the dead were there in Tinglebell, lurking in the mine just as the orcs arrived. Yet I only see orcs dressed in bones, hoping to prey on those very fears. As much as I doubt their tales, I would ask that you search the mine. Hopefully that will finally put their fears to rest. Oh, another one.
Gondor needs your aid.
The Hill of Eric has been the site of many odd dealings as of late, Lorander. While I swear I saw the dead rush from the Vale, I was apparently mistaken. Many of their number lurk about the hill even now, but strangest of all, I noticed a dark figure creeping up the hill toward the stone last night. Could it be the same person you sought near Sardal? For my part, I searched the hill the following morning, but I found no evidence of their passing. I worry that I missed something, Lorander, and I would ask that you search the hill as well. Anybody else? I do not believe that there's anybody else over here with the quest, but I'm checking. Nope, we're good. Alright, get on our mount, take a look at our map. So it's what I thought. It's this area back here that I need to go to anyway, that one as well. So we will head up that way. What is it I'm supposed to get in this area? I've had this quest for a long time now since I've been out here. Is it these guys? Let's go ahead and pull our pet back out. I believe this is going to be just a remote quest, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh, this is something I got to right click on, my bad. White stag flees at your approach, but you should pursue it. Okay. Am I supposed to keep following it? Where'd it go? Trying to get us to go into fights is what it is. Well, he's hauling butt. Appears to be gone at this point. Well, I don't know what we're supposed to do with that anymore. Huh. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and mount up and we'll head up to the mine at Tinglebell. I don't know what we were supposed to do with that guy. Squirrel! We just saw a squirrel back there. keep reaching for my glass. It's empty. Bad guys. Alright, we got an alert. Deed bestowed. This is going to be an Orc Slayer deed. Did I kill my pet? Okay, yeah, I did. Deed bestowed. Discovering Tinglebell. It's an exploration deed. And what do we get here? You discovered what remains of various supplies in Tinglebell. These hastily packed crates appear to be all that was left behind when the people fled to Landcraft and are filled with little more than clothing and what appears to be family heirlooms. It is unlikely that all of their contents have gone undisturbed, but if anything of value can be recovered for the refugees of Tinglebell, it is likely this would be met with a great deal of gratitude. Okay, so we'll pick everything up. Ah, I see it over there. It's going to be another remote quest for these banners. As you explore Tinglebell, you notice grim banners of the Roshat High hanging about the buildings nearby. These banners do little more than insult the memory of the Gondorian people that until recently inhabited Tinglebell. Tearing down these banners may both honor the people of Blackroot Vale and loosen the enemy's grip on the region. It's more than enough reason for me to tear those down. Can't see. Oh, there we are. like we got all the crates. I think we need to go into the mine. We're going to find out. That is correct. We did need to go in here. Green gemstones, interesting. What am I? Is he picking up more of them? What's on there? Oh, it's because it makes him come out to fight me. All right, I get it now. Everything I need to do in here? I don't know. Find a cold, unused fire pit on the cave floor. Oh, hello. You think they'll find us here? Not this time, my love. The king may speak for us, but he cannot force us to fight. What of that man, though? He promised freedom if we fought on the side of the something. He promised only lies, and the others are fools to believe him. Those that follow Isildur, neither shall we, my love. I missed that part. Those that follow Isildur's heir may see their oaths fulfilled, but the others shall never find rest. And I shall have you, Rosgat. Let us send... Oh, something. Let us send this one away that we may be alone once more. Okay, now they're attacking us. Oops, can't do that. And that was totally the wrong button, but oh well. Okay, interesting. I guess that's everything there. It's a cool looking little mini dungeon. else did we need here? Something we still need in this area. Banners. We gotta destroy some more banners. Need more banners. There's a banner. Oh yeah, that's right. There was a banner. I thought there was two of them out here. Never mind. Ooh, I'm getting plastered here. Need one more banner. Is there one out here, or is it further in? I'm missing it. Well, crap. Went down the hill too far, then couldn't come back up. Here it is. It's one of these. This is it. Got it. That should be, yep, all of the quests there. Now we can mount up, head back to town, and turn these quests in.
Gondor needs your aid.
If what you say is true, I fear that the orcs are the least of our problems. We could have such influence as to sway the dead, even with lies. New shoulder pads. I'll be keeping the ones I got right now, currently.
Have you heard the rumors
Glad
of
you have
enemies
gathered so
pressing in
many,
from
for
all
I doubt
sides?
they desire to part with them. Shall see them used against the orcs as they are, or perhaps I can reforge them into something more helpful to our people. Certainly the wood of these staves will aid us to keep warm in the night.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Thank you for doing this, Lorunder. It pleases me that the orcs can no longer benefit from the labors of our people, and doubt so that we might now be prepared to defend, and doubly so that we might now be prepared to defend Lankrath should the orcs seek to press further into the Vale. War has come to Gondor, and all must be ready to fight. A weak arm or lack of skill can no longer be an excuse. We must begin training at once.
The soldiers of Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
You have done my people a great service, Lorunder. Would that I could take up arms as you do against the enemy, but my hand is untrained in combat. I'm glad that vile creature no longer draws breath, even if reclaiming Tinglebell remains beyond our grasp. Alright, so we need a ring here. That one is not as good as what we have right now. Don't think. No. Alright, so we're just going to hit finish. And do we have a follow-up anywhere here? Not yet, because I believe we still have to go over and do this hill. Why has it got something over here again? Bounty. Oh, that was the stag we did. Okay. But we still need to go up here. Alright.
I know little of the dead, and count myself lucky.
Who can say what drove them to meet with that curious company and its grim, fated leader? You know of this man, I can see it in your face. Are you willing to speak of him? Cerebral quest you have previously completed. Then no. We've already done it. Other than the dead, it appears that nothing has disturbed the hill recently. Stone of Eric stands untouched, but you notice curious footprints near its base. Clearly not made by the circling dead nearby, the footprints denote heavy boots of foreign make. That was it, or is there something else I need to do up here? I guess that's it when you go back down here and talk to them.
These are troublesome times indeed.
These boot prints you speak of, you say the make is unknown to you. Wish we had learned more from this Lorunder. Allow me a moment to think. At least we are certain the invader has visited the hill.
Gondor needs your aid.
You mentioned you saw the dead circling the stone. Like anyone else in the Vale, they fill me with dread, but you, perhaps you can convince them to speak. We know that this invader hopes to sway the dead to his cause, so it is likely he sought an audience with them on the hill. I doubt the dead you saw shall aid us intentionally, but if you approach him boldly, he might inadvertently provide us some of the answers we need. Still find it odd that there's that guy up here, that NPC, that has that repeatable quest, and the repeatable quest has got the burning ring above his head, because it's like usually that the burning ring is like part of the epic storyline, and I don't understand why a repeatable quest would be part of the epic storyline. Just every time I go up there and see him, I'm going to want to click on him to see what his quest is, and the fact that it's repeatable that I've already done, it's like, I really wish it wasn't showing me that burning ring above his head. See what I'm saying? Let me just read it one more time, but I believe it said I've done it before. Yeah, interlude. This is a repeatable quest that you have previously completed. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Not the first to seek an audience with me, man, but I assure you, you shall be the last. I will never aid the heir of Isildur, whether I gain my freedom or not. I shall see Gondor burn. Well, I'll be. Fades into the shadows.
These
The
are
news you
troublesome
bring me
times
is most
indeed.
grim, Lorunder. I fear that the dead have found a powerful ally, one that we may be powerless to stop, with so many of our people gone to the aid of Minas Tirith. So we get a headpiece that is... yeah, it's not as much armor, but I like the tactical mastery and critical rating on it. You lose will and vitality. That's interesting. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring up this. I'm going to look at my critical rating right now is 34.7%, and tactical mastery is 200%. So if I put this on, critical rating is 35.4 and 200%. Let me check this one more time. Critical rating 34.7, 35.4. Okay, so it is upgrade. We'll keep it.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Time grows short, Lorunder. Malthael must be told at once of the dead and their new ally. The longer we delay, the greater the peril for everyone who dwells in the Vale. I know not how many of the dead have thrown their lot in with this man, and I do not know how best to act against them. I pray that Malthalum can offer some guidance in defending our lands, or I fear all will be lost. Go now, seek out Malthalum in Moorlad, and tell him of what we have learned. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back over here to turn this quest in, then go back to Moorlad. Even on a fast war steed, it takes a while to get across the land here in Lord of the Rings Online because it is a massive, massive world. It's been growing over the past 18 years. So there's Moorlad up there. We're going to go down here and turn this other quest in.
I beg your pardon.
It got away, didn't it? I assumed as much, Lorander. For none have been able to keep pace with it yet. Still, the fact that you have seen one in the Vale heartens me. Do not fret, I shall track it myself now that I know its whereabouts. Alright, that took care of that. Nothing else here to worry about. So we will get back on our mount and head to Moorlad.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I wish your return to Moorlad could have been a merry one, Lorander, but our future only seems to grow darker with each passing day. If this man is the invader from Tarlang's crown, as you believe, I fear he plans to gather the dead as part of his great army in the south. We cannot allow him to maintain a foothold in the Vale, and I will not risk the safety of my people to push him from these lands. Gather my archers and send them to defend Allegrant, Sardal, and Lenkrath. Go with haste, Lorander, for I shall look to you when the time comes. And where are they at? So they're all up here somewhere in the village. There's one right over here. And there's another one. Where's the last one? Way up there. I want to see something though. I don't remember this area over here. Oh, interesting. So this is where the forge and everything is. Nope, not the fast one, the slow one. That would not have been pretty. Alright, that takes care of that. We can go back and talk to him, I believe.
Gondor needs your aid.
Very well, the villages shall be protected, but the matter of this man from Tarlang's crown still looms over us all. We must convince him to reveal himself, and when he does, we shall force him from our lands. Where did we get there? Deed completed, quest of Blackroot Vale. Title awarded, Hero of Blackroot Vale, and a new quest. Okay, so this is a quest deed.
How may I help you, friend?
And 5 free LOTRO points. Lady Rosfin and I have talked at length about this invader from Tarlang's crown. He must be of considerable power to sway the dead to his cause, but he is still just a man, or so I hope. We cannot be certain if he has already finished his dealings with the dead, but you must seek him out at the hill. If he is to meet the dead there again, he will show himself, and it is then that you must convince the dead of his deception. Go now, Lorunder. Glorian shall aid you when you reach the hill. Nope. Okay, it's one of those. It's an instance.
After investigating strange occurrences throughout the Vale, you have tracked an invader from Tarlang's crown to the Hill of Erech. While their identity remains unknown, they intend to form a pact with the ruthless dead. A union that could spell doom for Gondor. How may I help you, friend?
Honor or not, I am still not certain if I regret joining you here, Lorunder. I suppose I shall soon find out. We should advance as quietly as possible, for I do not wish to alert this man to our presence until the time comes. Let us begin our ascent, Lorunder. I hope the dead are kind enough to leave us be. My people have long avoided the hill for good reason, Lorunder. So you must forgive me if I seem a mite uneasy. Who do you think this man to be, Lorunder? Perhaps he is a corsair, but to hold such power over the dead, I do not think it likely. But there were those of a long-vanished line that worshipped the enemy and wielded vile power, and we've got bad guys to fight. I fear we shall not soon see the last of them, but we must press on now. What was I saying? Unlikely as it is, it could be that this man is a descendant of the Black Numenoreans. If that should be true, we would have much more to worry about than fear of the dead. Pray I am wrong, Lorunder, but I cannot explain what I have seen thus far. Hold, Lorunder, the chill of death is still in the air. Hold on. I just realized that that is in the wrong spot. There we are. Now I can see it better. Oh, he took off running. Let's wait a moment here, Lorunder. Okay.
How may I help you?
Look
friend?
ahead, Lorunder. Is that the same Oathbreaker you spoke to once before? Nurses, was it? Do not see the invader yet, so this may be our last chance. You should speak to the Oathbreaker and try to convince him of his folly. Alright. You speak of deception, men, yet you know nothing of our plight. Azrathor has given us a means of escape. The curse that binds us shall be lifted at this war's end, and the line of Isildur shall finally be broken. We shall have no one left to answer to save for the Dark Lord, as it always should have been. You are too late, Lorender. We will overwhelm these lands, and the heirs of Castamere shall lead us all to freedom. Ooh, Azrathor. Come, Azrathor, this is the one I told you of. You're late to our gathering, Loronder. See, the dead have already sworn themselves to my lord. I don't have one of those tokens, do I? Nope. Am Azrathor as an heir of Castamere and servant to the Scourge. Men, when this war ends and the kingdoms of men lie broken, the great Eye shall rule and the dead will be free of their curse. I need not the strength of the heir of Isildur to break this curse, only the might of the Dark Lord, Sauron. While I admire your boldness in seeking an audience with me, you will not leave this vale alive. I leave this matter to you, Nerzus, and pray you do not fail me. Slay them where they stand. Serve your master, Oathbreakers, and your curse shall be lifted. Do I get to find him now? Journey ends here. I will not allow you to keep us from the freedom we desire. We got him!
These are troublesome times indeed.
We kept our lives, Lorender, but I fear we won little else. This heir of Castamere, Azrathor, threatens the whole of Gondor. We may only count ourselves lucky that all of the dead did not heed his call. He has fled to Tarling's crown, but he may not stay long there before waging war to the south, or even the west, for the Enfelis is all but empty. You must warn Malthelum and Lady Rosfin at once, so the people of Dol Amroth might ready themselves for war in time. That was interesting.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I am thankful for the aid you have provided us, Lorander. I worry greatly for Dol Amroth now that this black Numenorian has swayed the dead to his cause. Yet I cannot help but feel that the Vale has returned to some sense of peace now that he and most of the dead have rushed away into Tarling's crown. We shall remain vigilant and keep them from pillaging our towns any further. Only hope we can afford Dol Amroth enough time to ready itself for war. Alright, so we get to choose a weapon. Now, you know we use our staff, which is legendary item, which means technically none of this is actually usable. I mean, you wouldn't want to use it, so to speak. We'll take a look at the visuals. That's exactly what I figured it would look like. And the shield. Very cool looking shield. But yeah, we have no use for any of this, honestly. So let's hit finish. And that is that. Let's talk to Rosfin.
Gondor needs your aid.
You have done so much to aid us, Lorander, although you weren't able to defeat this self-styled heir. You have pushed him from the Vale, and for that we cannot thank you enough. To the southeast you will find Tarling's Neck, a narrow rocky trail through the hills leading deeper into Gondor. If such problems plague us this far north, I worry greatly for the people of Lamedon. On my last journey home from visiting Calimbel, I met a man named Gladion near Tarling's Neck. You should speak to him, for he may know more of what troubles our lands. Alright, and that's going to be it for all of that. We don't have anything over here. It's heading over here to Lamedon. And yeah, I think that's about it. Let me take a look at our inventory. There's the thing we got. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump on our fast mount. We're going to ride to Lamedon and find the next quest hub, and that's where we will call this this video. Hope everybody's having fun. It is a beautiful Saturday outside. Should go spend some time out there before the sun goes down, honestly. Go check on my brother here in a moment, see how he's doing. It's such a beautiful game. I think we're close to 97. We might make 97 before we call it. I think that's probably a good idea. I think we got a little quest along the way up here that we have to do anyway. Right about here.
Take care, traveler. The road here is treacherous. My wagon has succumbed.
Many an ankle has been turned by the rough going in this pass, riders and walkers sent to the ground by one misstep. It is claimed the axle of my cart, and now my business is halted. I sent my boy, Nethodon, to the nearest village for supplies we can use to fix it, but he has yet to return. Can you keep one eye open for him? I'm afraid he may have run into trouble, or into the town's tavern for a short drink that became a long one. The nearest town is called Dinadab, and it is to the southeast along the road. Nethodon may be a fool, but he is my boy, and I do not want him to run afoul of trouble. Not when we have a task to perform. Alright. Nothing currently around here, so technically we can go ahead and mount back up. I believe we have found his boy, Nethodon.
If you could bring one of these barrels back to my father, I will follow with the other.
I need to return to my father's cart, up the road that way, in the neck. Have you come from here, there? Nethodon grimaces and clutches his leg. We are bringing several bottles of semendural liquor to sell at towns throughout the Vale on behalf of Gellingam's divine and delicate draughts. But the cart succumbed to the harsh passage. My father sent me down to that village yonder to bring back supplies to fix the cart, and I did my duty. Well, as far as it went, for I was jumped by raiders and hurt my foot quite grievously. They ran off, but be warned, they may return in time. If you could bring one of these barrels back to my father, I will follow with the other. I think I am just about ready to walk once more. Alright, let's grab a barrel and take it to him. Oh, do I not have to actually carry it? I guess I don't. Ah, we got raiders coming at us. Let's see, what was our deed bestowed? We now have Corsair Slayer's deed. Do I have to pick this up, or is it already? Okay, travel into and bring the barrel. Okay, so I think in this case we don't have to actually physically carry it. A lot of times in this game you'll get a quest where you have to pick something up and you'll see him actually carrying it. In this case it just kind of gave me the flag for him carrying it, I guess, so I can mount and run back here, which I'm glad about because he's actually quite a ways back here. That would have sucked having to run all the way with the barrel. There he is.
Did you find my boy? Did you find Nethodon?
You tell Bandrin his son was attacked by raiders but survived and seemed well enough to return very soon. That is a relief for the render. I have many daughters, but he's my only son. Who else will carry on the legacy of my house, as common as it is? He is my blood, and in him I see my own visage at that age, young, but full of dreams for the road to come. He is dear to me. You have done well by my son and my family. Now, my benefactor, what supplies you brought from him, give them to me, and I will repair this axle, the better to return to my employer's errand. You hand over the barrel of nails, and Bandrin's eyes widen with surprise. What is this? An entire barrel of nails? You tell Bandrin that his son should be by soon with another similar barrel. No, that cannot be. What am I supposed to do with 2 barrels of nails? I need to fix an axle, not put a nail in every tree from here to the Greywood. This repair will take 2 nails at most. You know, and now we have 2 barrels of the things. How much coin did he spend on these barrels? Every one I gave to him, I do not doubt. All of our profit on this expedition will have gone to buying nails. Oh, Lorunder, I recommend to you a life without heirs. Every hair on my head was the color of coal before Nethadin was born, and ever since, white hairs, each and every one. My employer is Gallingam of Gallingam's Divine and Delicate Draughts. He runs a shop in the town of Callambel to the southeast. Kindly go to him and tell him that we ran into some difficulty and will return as soon as the Semendural liquor is delivered. If you have a kindly heart, Lorunder, weave a tale of raiders and robbers and leave the nails quite out of it. That's hilarious. It'll take only 2 nails, and now I take care of. Where's the crate? There it is. Oh, I gotta take that to something. Where do I gotta take that? Is this the spot? Yep, that was it. Still need to take care of some more evenks out here. Where's that at? There it is. Couldn't remember where I'd put this ability on my hotbar. I don't use it a whole lot, but you know, what the heck. Speaking of which, what was this one? Avoid incoming damage, okay. And this is a heal. Immune to stun, stays in other combat thingies. This is, can I swirl around your target? Inflicting damage upon who strikes it. Let's try that out. I want to try that on my pet. And this one is a bubble. Hold on, that was placeful, wasn't it? Circling which you. Oh, I thought I was putting that on my pet. So I'm trying to learn about these abilities that I would use on other people, but on my pet. What was that one? Pleasant breeze towards your allies and reinvigorate, so it heals them. Totally unnecessary to do what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get in the habit of learning what these abilities do for when I get into a dungeon instance with a group and have to use it. That was totally not the ability I meant to use. But oh well. There, we finished that quest. And what do we get here? Deed bestowed. Quest unlimited. Alright. Let's go turn this in over here.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Ah, well done, friend. You have good arms and a strong back for this sort of work. Our village could use you, you know. It is a good life here in Limited. You politely tell Gladian that your life is one for traveling, not sitting still. A shame, Lorunder. But that is well. You shall sit still tonight at my wife's table. You will have a good rest this night. Alright, we get a pocket item. Our pocket item is actually quite nice. So this is not an improvement, but we'll take it anyway.
These are troublesome times indeed.
It is almost time for dinner, and you have certainly earned it. Go on inside, for Limril is waiting. But where is my brother Florian? He should have been back quite some time ago. Go ahead in, Lorunder. I will wait here for Florian. You may tell Limril that we will be in shortly, I hope. Hello, you must be Lorunder. Gladian told me you would be joining us for dinner tonight. So my husband's brother Furion is late. Odd. He's usually on time when we sit down as a family. Wonder where he could be.
Gladion and his wife, Limril, have invited you to join them for a family meal, but Gladion's brother, Furion, has not yet arrived.
These are troublesome times indeed.
You wish to help with dinner. That is very kind of you, Lorunder. Do not wish to be an ungracious host, for you earned a rest after today. You insist that you are up to the task and ask what can be done to help. If you insist, I will not refuse a generous offer. The hutch in the corner. Would you set the table, if you please? Let me go ahead and dismiss my bear for now. Thank you for the help, Lorender. But where are Gladian and Furion? Really now, they are dreadfully late. Pieces broken by the sound of the door banging open.
Gondor.
He stumbled to our doorstep from across the farm, limping. Help us! Someone help my brother. Furion, what is wrong? Where are you hurt? Find out what the commotion is all about. I am. Alright. I am fine, really. I just need to rest a moment. Furion's blood begins to form a pool on the floor, and it's clear that he has sustained a deep slash wound in his belly. Please hurry, Lorender, and fetch the healer. She can be found on the other end of the village. Hurry. Oh, we are going there right now, before I had a chance to do anything. Let's see, where is she at? Just this way. You know what? Let's mount up. This is an emergency. We need to go there quickly.
Gondor needs your aid.
You hurried to tell the healer that Furion has been grievously wounded and bleeds alarmingly onto his brother's floor. Furion wounded? What could that young man have been up to get himself so hurt? I will go right away. Oh, we get to choose something. This is... doesn't say what slot that goes into. It's a cloak. It's going to be on your back. Alright. It is definitely an improvement. Let's go ahead and take it.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Oh, hasten to Gladian's home at once, dear. Follow me, please. I might need your aid when I arrive, depending on his condition. Come, come, let us make haste.
Gondor needs your aid.
Yep, this is going to level us to 97. Because we're right there at the level. Oh man, sorry. Yeah.
How may I help you, friend?
Nasty wound this. He won't seem to say a word. You should ask his family if he said anything to them, and I will have a look at Furion's wound. My brother, how could he have sustained such a wound, Lorender? We are but peaceful farmers here. As shocked by his brother's injury, he has no information for you. He has not spoken a word save what he said to you. It is unlike him. What could have happened? Why will he not speak? White and shaken as she expresses her worry for her husband's brother.
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
My uncle is hurt badly, isn't he? I don't like it. He has been very sad lately. I don't think anyone notices, but I do, because he never wants to play or read with me anymore. He does not eat as much as a farmer should, but nobody notices but me. Do you think he will be all right?
My family says that it is dangerous outside.
My Uncle Furion has been strange lately. I do not understand. Why is he bleeding? Is this because of his adventure? I saw him leaving town this morning, and he said he was going on an adventure, but would be back for dinner. He wasn't supposed to get hurt. He told me not to tell anyone about that. Well, we know now.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Well, that doesn't give us any answers, but I have gained a little knowledge. This is a knife wound, a clean cut, easy to stitch up. Will take a little time. While I take care of Furion, would you be so good as to mind my chores at the shop? I was about to pull down the linens for bandages. Also, we are always needing more kingsful. Grows wild in these parts. A lovely plant with great healing qualities. Alright, so we're going to go find that for her, I believe. I can't stop yawning. I'm so sorry. Ah, King's Fall. There we are. He was trying to find the worst possible path to get to that item. No, there's got to be more King's Fall around here. Where's that at? There we are. It's our last two right here. Oh, and we need to take these down. Bandage cloths. Alright, then what do? Bring supplies to the shop, alright? She's back.
How may I help you?
You may leave those with me, dear. Furion is resting now and should remain so for a fortnight at least. I stitched him up while you were out collecting goods for me. He did not speak a word the entire time I was there. I suppose he is just in shock from the attack. It will pass. Thank you for the supplies. I am tired after the excitement of this day. You saved me a good deal of work. Very pale from blood loss, his face drawn with pain, does not speak when you approach him. You ask Limril if she will give you a moment to speak with Furion. Yes, I suppose I must. If you think you can get a word out of him, good luck. Furion's eyes follow Limril out of the room, and when she is out of earshot, he takes a deep breath and speaks at last. I was hoping to get a word alone with you, stranger. I am in great need of your help. I will tell you what happened to me, but please help me. Can you fight? You assure him that you can. I am a farmer, not a warrior, you see, but I have a need for money. I decided to go after a bounty, some bandits in the hills. Thought I could take them, but they overpowered me easily. I took a knife wound before they laughed me out of their sight. It was foolish of me to approach them, for now they have my satchel. There's nothing of value to anyone else, but I need it back. Please, friend, I would give anything to see it back here safe. So we're going to go take care of the issue here with the bandits. See where they are. They're out this way. Let's see what we got here. Got a couple of remote quests. Tents can be found all over the bandit encampment as the bandits have attempted to set up a comfortable living space for themselves. You should destroy the tents of the bandits who so cruelly wounded and robbed Furion. And also, a number of violent ruffians, the very same who wounded Furion, have gathered in northwestern Limodin. You should clear the camp of these vicious bullies. I will do that. And we got a deed bestowed, Bandit Slayer deed. Alright. Even more the reason to destroy them. We have a deed for it. Burn these tents down real quick. And pick up this backpack. I didn't even see it there, but okay. We'll pick it up. Oh, I didn't see you up there. Ding! Level 97. Hello, world. Let's go ahead and announce that. There we are, Dean 97. Alright, let's continue on. Alright, what alert did we get here? Defeated a normal. Okay, that was that remote quest. Let's destroy these tents. We need more tents to destroy, probably up above here. Man, will you stop running forward? My God, I couldn't get him to stop. A little bit of lag there. Not much, but just a little. Had a little delay, basically. What is that, by the way? That buff. Oh, I get a run speed from you? I didn't know that. I'm learning something new every day. I got something from that too. Stored power expires out of combat for so and so. That'll learn you. Let's get rid of these tents. Finish that little side quest. And let's take care of this one last bandit. Oh, what do we get here? Fearing satchel appears to have been picked over by the bandits at the back of the encampment. The men who stand here laugh heartily at some joke, hardly noticing your approach. Ah, there's his satchel. First, let me grab this chest real quick. We got a letter. Dear Linril, I must apologize for this feeble farewell after so many years of friendship. I'm afraid it is the best I can do. This letter is for your eyes alone, and I beg you not to burden Gladian with the pain of knowing me to be a woeful, selfish, foolish brother. I have likely left Lamden by now with a pocket full of gold, for I have gone to seek treasure and hunting bounties. I intend to put many long leagues between myself and Gondor. Traveling such great distance will cost more money than my farm could give me, and so I must lend my blade to a gainful cause. It's just that I cannot bear it any longer, you see. Limril, you must never... Oh man, I gotta take care of these bandits real quick. Here we are. I cannot bear it any longer, you see. Limril, you have never been mine, you will never be mine, and I'm sorry to lay this burden upon you, but I cannot keep the secret within my heart any longer. I beg you not to tell Gladium, for I would never hurt him for the world. It is why I leave. I love you with no expectations, no hope, no alternative, and the reality that I cannot go on living in this way, with you so near. Hello, that's some bizarreness there. Let's see what we got here. This quest. You have reclaimed Furian's possessions from the bands and should now take extra care that the letter does not fall into the wrong hands. Alright. Now we can return down here. We'll kill some more bandits along the way, of course. Because why not? I like that run speed. I had no idea I had that. So after I use that ability, I can run away from them. That's pretty cool. And zoom, we're off. That's great. I like that a lot. We'll root you. Then we'll hit you with this ability that gives me run speed, and I'll be like, zoom, I'm out of here. Hey, thanks for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Alright, we took care of that dude. Oh, that's hilarious. Had no idea about that ability. And it just makes me want to go around shooting them just so I can run fast. Like this. Oh, why didn't I didn't get my ability from it? Ah, what the heck? Guess I have to have something else up before I do it. Oh, I bet you they have to be flanking. Ah, I bet you. Hold on, let me find one. I'll send my pet to it. Go get him, pet. Alright, now let's try it. That's it. That's what you have to do. I like it. I like it a lot. Pet was damaged there. I had to help him out a little bit. Poor little fuzzball. His name's Midnight, though. Did you see that I had named him Midnight? Alright. This is the little things that make you happy. As you unfurling his satchel, you gently tell him that you have accidentally learned of its contents. The letter. Burn it. Burn it. I should never have put my feelings to words. That was too close. She or Gladian could have discovered it if those brigands had chosen to make mischief with it. We get new gloves. They are... We get critical range, straight critical range, tactical master range. They are an upgrade, yes. Let's go ahead and put those on. Is that them right there? Yes. What was this here? And not usable, and not usable. Alright. Must leave this place as soon as I am recovered enough to stand. I tried already, but I fell back. I will keep trying. You protect You protest, asking Furion to stay abed and let his wound heal. It does not matter, Lorendon, don't you see? I have no reason to heal, no reason to live. I have every reason to leave. I would take 100 knife wounds before I stay another day so near to her. Dude, you need to chill out.
My family says that it is dangerous outside.
Furion is always very kind to me when I am sick, so I would like to be kind to him now that he is sick. My doll cheers me up, so I think Furion must borrow her while he is in bed. And maybe you could pick some nice flowers for him, because everyone likes flowers when they're sick. And our favorite book, the one he used to read to me so often, is open where he left off. Perhaps I could read to him this time.
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
I think I know what will help my uncle feel better. We'll always go on adventures together when he can take time away from his farm work. So I've been planning our next adventure. I made a treasure map. I will tell him I found it buried in a chest, and I made a sword out of a stick, but we don't have to tell him that it's not a real sword. I think he'll not be able to tell the difference. My God. Now I just need some rocks to fill my coin purse, and we can pretend it is a treasure and bury it where the map says. He thinks his uncle's an idiot. That's what I get from that. Let's see here. Here's the stick sword that he'll not know is a stick and not a sword. Here's the treasure map. And the doll. And I think I gotta go outside to pick flowers, apparently. Let's do that. Where are these flowers? Oh, there's a rock. Oh, a small rock. I forgot about picking up the small rocks. Another small rock. There's a flower over there. And there's a bunch of flowers. Alright, cool. Alright, that should be everything. Okay.
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
Oh yes, this will do nicely for my uncle. I am not allowed inside, says Mama. Will you bring these to Furion for me and tell him I want him to get well soon?
My family says that it is dangerous outside.
Perfect. You should show my uncle what I did for him. Let's see. That sweet girl. No more. I can see them no more. No more reading books, no more flowers, no dolls. Take them away. I cannot bear to look upon them. They'll be gone soon, and they will must learn to never think of me. Furion's pain is deep, and it is not the wound that causes the pale, drawn look on his face. Oh, Tumer, our adventuring days are over now, one way or another. Furion turns his head away from the humble pile of gifts and closes his eyes against the tears that have begun to well there. What now? Go outside. Okay. Let's make some time to think. Is there like a time period? Oh, let me see what we got going on over here.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
What is this? We get shoes and not so sure that that's an improvement. Let's take a look here. So our critical rating right now is 34.9. Afterwards, it's 34.5. We're going to go back.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
Corsairs have come up the river. What does it mean? How came they to Limited? Oh, whatever will we do? The inhabitants of Denadab are suddenly bustling with activity, frightened by the sudden sighting of Corsairs. You should speak with townspeople and see if there is any fact behind this wild claim.
Our lands
Should we
were once
evacuate? Where can we
peaceful,
go that is safe? The
but it
Corsairs
is
will
now
take everything.
dangerous to travel far from home.
Am I supposed to keep doing stuff before I go back in? Question frightened townsfolk. Huh. Okay. That seems odd. I thought I was supposed to go back in there and talk to him. Where are these frightened townsfolk? I see no frightened townsfolk. I see non-frightened townsfolk. Lots of them. Oh, here, I found some that are frightened.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
Corsairs have come from Umbar. Does this mean Dal Amroth is fallen? What are we to do? I must hide and lock away all of my things, and I must run. But where shall we go?
Have you heard the rumors of
Excuse me.
enemies pressing in from all sides?
I was looking over the ridge to the east and I saw tents, strange tents. Is it brigands? Someone said it was Corsairs, but that is impossible.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies
I just
pressing
came
in
here
from
this
all
morning
sides?
from the town south of here, and I swear to you, I saw them, Corsairs. Hordes of them. Everyone was running, and I hastened here. What are we to do? What if they come here? Townsperson reports having seen the beginning of a Corsair invasion of the town, something or other. So let's go over here and talk to this person. I heard rumors around here. What if there is truth to them? You're a famous adventurer.
For ourselves.
Have you ever encountered Corsairs in your travels? Are you going to protect us? I'm supposed to look eastward, apparently. That's eastward. Let's look. That apparently was not where I need to look when I'm looking eastward. Let's go this way. Am I close enough now? No? Well, let's keep going then. That's a wild bull. That appears to not be good enough either. Or is it down there? Which one is a threat from the shore? It's that one. Maybe I'm supposed to go over to this spot. Let's mount up and do that. Just about the spot. This may be it. Yep, this is a good vantage point. Let's look now. We did it! Find the watchman and tell him about the Corsairs. And the watchman is back in town. Where is this watchman? That way. Whoops. Watchman. We got Limeril here.
These are
Put
troublesome
my head
times
down to take a
indeed.
nap and I had a terrible dream that Fury was lost to us forever. He told me things that made my heart heavy with sadness. Wake up to check on him and he was gone. I cannot say anything more. It is very like the dream. Fury is gone and the watchman tells us that he came seeking bounties. He went to the Corsair camp. Yes, I have had many reports of Corsairs. The soldiers have all followed Prince Imrahil, and only farmers are left. I'm sorry, but I have no one to send to rescue Furion. What could he be thinking in the state he's in? Lorender, I'm not much of a fighter, but I must go to this encampment and search for my brother. Will you meet me there? I need the help of someone strong. I will not sit idly by and let my brother kill himself. I do not know what madness has possessed him, but I will stop him. We get to choose an earring, but we won't be putting it on because we have really good ones. Yeah. so we'll just choose it and hit this.
How
Gladian,
may I help you, friend?
could not bear to lose both of them. Do you know anything about this Lorundra? You spoke with Furion last. Did he tell you anything? Her eyes search yours for a common understanding, but you cannot betray Furion's communication to you. After a pause, she sighs. Well, please bring them back alive. Alright, so if we look, it's going to be that spot over there. But we've been going a long time. So, I'm thinking that this is a good place to stop. But before we do that, let's take a look at our reward track. We can collect up to 22, so we haven't got to the point where we can collect the number 25, the, you know, fluffy thing. They always have a fluffy something on the 25, 50, 75, and 100 spots. So we're not going to mess with that just yet. Let's go ahead and open these. There we are. And let's sell a bunch of stuff. First off, is there anything we break down? Nope. And let's sell a bunch of our junk that we've collected up. We're going to keep that. There we are. Let's go ahead and open these up to see if I can learn any of these recipes. Alright, no, and no, so we'll sell them. Anything to repair? Nope. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to open this and check something. Legendary Item Forge. Yep, I figured that at 96 I had hit the level where I could reforge. Runder's Staff of Damage, we're not going to worry about that one. Staff of Control, we do want to reforge. All tracery slots can now be upgraded to level 190. 0 new slots have been unlocked. I want to move past that. Rune of God's Wrath and Rune of God's Control. We want to do that one. And same thing. We're not going to upgrade our DPS ones just yet. So, now these suckers can go up to 190 on their tracery levels. Do we have any of these that have turned red? We do not, but I do need to upgrade them greatly, but that takes a lot of time. We're not going to do that in this stream or this video. If we check here, I want to check something that is Ancient Script. Only 1,050. Always a struggle to get more Ancient Script. And considering that, we're going to go ahead and open this up and we're going to claim what we can claim. Maybe we'll get some script. Here we are. Alright, so Ancient Script. Enhancement runes, sealed tracery, enhancement runes, chest of embers and figments. Hold on. Got plenty of room for embers, figments, plenty of room for figments. So we're good there. Let's go ahead and open that up. Ancient Script, enhancement runes, sealed tracery, enhancement runes, tracery token, and Ancient Script. So now, after doing all that, our Ancient Script is at 1650. It's not bad, but it needs to be a heck of a lot more than that. What did we gain here for traceries? Basically 2 traceries. We got target resistance debuffing skills. And exemplary evasion. We're going to instead just go ahead and break those down for the Ancient Script. And let's open this back up. We will go ahead and use these enhancement runes where we can. That's all we could do with that, and we will go ahead and put this in our shared storage. Make sure it is account bound. It is in our LI. Let's go to our bags and put our bags up. So the next character I play will be able to pull the bags out and use them immediately. There we are. Oh, did I see something there? Hold on. Oh, I did have some more here. Hold on. I'll go ahead and use these as well. And that capped at 190. Let's go ahead and open up this one. I always do heraldries first, because you get the most benefit out of them. They have your your class's stat on it, basically, so will is the most important for him. And that capped that one out and used the last ohm, so that's good. All right. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this particular stream. I hope y'all had a good time. I had a fantastic time as always. We went along. We went 3 hours on this, so not only is that going to be the end of this video, it's going to be the end of this stream for those of y'all watching the live stream right now. If you would, everybody on youtube.com/Ferone1, please hit the, hey Jinjar, good night to you too, sir. I'll be back on later. I'm just taking a break, basically. If you would, on youtube.com/Ferone1, please hit the subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Leave a like and a comment. It helps way more than you may know. Then over on twitch.tv, you threw me off there, Jinjar. My bad. Over on twitch.tv/Ferone, please hit the follow. And on X, it's at Ferone the Gnome. Hit the follow there as well. Be sure to share this with your friends and family. Head over to Ferone.com where you can find the links to all of my channels. I have a Ferone 1's my main channel. It's been around forever. Ferone Plays Slots is my slot machine channel. And Ferone Plays Console Games. You'll find that one on there. That is where I play. You guessed it, console games. Did I get that wrong, Jinjar? For some reason I called you sir, didn't I? I don't know. You know what? Memory of a gnat. Alright, so that's going to do it for right now. I should be back later. I'm just taking a break. It's 6 p.m. I'm hungry. You get some food, play with the cat, annoy him a little bit, and hang out with my brother, see how he's doing. Like I said, he's got some foot problems right now. He's got, what do they call it? Plantar fasciitis. I don't know how to pronounce it, and his foot is killing him. I'm surprised we didn't end up in the emergency room today, but that may end up happening tomorrow. He's kind of holding off. So everybody keep him in your prayers. And also, like I said earlier, I was supposed to go to a graduation tonight for a friend, and I couldn't do that because I need to stay here and watch my brother and make sure everything's good. So dedicating this stream and video to my friend Max, who is graduating tonight. Everybody please congratulate him. And Max, you have a fantastic graduation and enjoy going to college. I know you're going to make something awesome of yourself. Big things coming for you, Max. So that's going to do it. Jinjar, thank you for hanging out with me. To all my usuals, please, I mean to say thank you. I really do appreciate seeing all of y'all around. Until next time, this is Ferone the Gnome, and I forgot to say my last part. Have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is wherever you are. This is Ferone the Gnome, and I'll figure out how to say things correctly eventually. I'm signing off. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.